Hi crafters, come on in. Welcome back to Simply Charlease, where new crafters like to hang out. Today we're going to do another Christmas craft, okay? And here she is. I call this the candy cane sleigh. How cute is that? I made a couple ahead, and then we're going to make one together, okay? You want to make this? Let's get started. All right, guys, I told you that every now and then I was going to sprinkle some other crafts into this channel because 9 times out of 10, if you're a crafter, you do more than just one craft. So let's see what tools and supplies we're going to need for this particular craft. All right, we're going to need scissors. We'll need some tape. We're going to need a glue gun, which I already have plugged up so it's heated up. We'll need one full-size Kit Kat. And we'll need some Hershey miniatures, and you're only going to need 6 pieces, all right? We'll need some ribbon, whatever ribbon you choose. You know your girl, she's using ribbon with glitter. You're going to need some little tiny bows. And these are candy cane ornaments, which I got from Dollar Tree. I didn't see them this year in Dollar Tree. But I have a lot of them because I use them to make these candy cane sleighs for sale. And they have been a great seller at craft shows. But I'll look and see if I can find some online, and if I can, I'll link them below for you, okay? But it's really just it's a Christmas ornament, all right? Maybe you can find them, I don't know, maybe Big Lots or Dollar General or something, but I'll look online and see if I can find some. And you're gonna need some paper to wrap your candy in. Okay, now you can use any paper you want to use. I'm going to show you some examples. This is just plain old cardstock in whatever colors that you choose. Okay, you could use that, or you can pull out some of those paper pads if you're that person that works with this beautiful paper. And if you do, you got plenty of it, because we have a tendency to stockpile this stuff for some reason, and it's so pretty. You just pick whichever paper you want. Okay. That would be pretty. That would be pretty. Okay. How about that? That's pretty. Okay. And then I have one other paper pad here, another Christmas one. Oh, that would be pretty. I'm not going to be using this today. I'm going to be using some that I already had cut out from last year. But I'm just showing you that you could use any paper that you decide that you want to use. And it doesn't have to be cardstock. You could use the comics from your newspaper, or you could use newspaper, you know. That would be pretty with a pretty bright bow on top and the pretty ribbon. Okay, so those are just a couple of examples. Oh, and you could even use Christmas wrapping paper. That would be a good idea too. All right. So as far as the paper goes, like I said, I'm going to use some that I had already cut probably last year. Some of it has Christmas designs on it, and some of it's just designs. But that's what I'm going to work with, okay? Now, you need 6 pieces of this to cover the miniatures, okay? So I'm just going to pick 6. It doesn't really matter which. Oh, that's pretty. The poinsettia. And This looks like a Christmas ornament. I'll use that one. That's 3. And here's just something green. 4. This one has musical notes. 5. And let's see, did I already use this one? It really doesn't matter if I did or didn't. I can use it again, right? Okay, let's see. Is that 6? Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And these measure 1.5 by 3. Okay? 1.5 by 3. All right. Okay. So we need 6 pieces at that size. And then we need 1 piece to cover the Kit Kat. That's going to measure 4 by 6. And I had some glitter. Imagine that. I had some glitter cardstock. And that's what I'm going to be using. Okay. And it measures 4 by 6. All right, let's get started, guys. Let's see. I'm hoping that you'll definitely be able to see this on the on this red mat. So all we're gonna do is place our Kit Kat face down on our cards, on our 4 by 6 piece, and we're gonna fold that over. Okay. And I'm going to use a piece of tape to hold that down. And then we're just going to pull the other piece over. And you know this this glitter is sometimes it's kind of hard to stick. So I'm going to put a second piece up here to make sure that it stays in place, okay? So we just covered our Kit Kat. And next we're going to cover our 6 pieces of the Hershey miniatures. However, whatever paper you want. And this was double-sided, so I could have used this side, but I'm going to use this side on these. How's everybody doing today? Are you all in the Christmas spirit? All excited about the getting together with family and friends for the holidays? Now, you don't have to put a piece of tape here, but what I found over the years of making these is that if you don't put a piece of tape here, sometimes the piece of candy will slide out of the wrap that you do. So I put that extra little piece there, and that way it doesn't, I know for sure it's not going to slide out. Okay? And that's all that we do. We just wrap those. I'll wrap a couple of more on camera. And then I'll probably go ahead and finish. I mean, this doesn't take long at all, guys. I've had people tell me that they use them as stocking stuffers. They use them to put them on their table to, to put the names of their guests so that they're, for their seating arrangements. Yeah. I've given them as little gifts myself. And like I said, I've sold a lot. This was a great seller. Yeah. Well, actually, whoops. Sometimes I forget to put that first piece in. But if you do, it's no biggie. It's just that, when I was selling them, that meant I had to transport them to different locations. And sometimes in the transport, like I said, the candy would slide out. So with this extra piece of tape here, that doesn't happen. Okay. And it doesn't have to be different patterns. You could just do, this is 2 pieces of, I think, feels thick. Like, no, I guess not. Okay. You can use a single pattern. You know, all your presents on your sleigh could be the same color. It's whatever you want to do. Did I put a piece of tape in there? Nope, I didn't. Running my mouth. All right, guys, this is the last one. Okay, so we got our 6 pieces. And next thing, we're going to assemble the top part of our sleigh. Okay, what I normally do is I go ahead and I place my my candy on top of my Kit Kat, and that way I know where I want them placed. Let's see, can you, yeah, you can see that. All right, and then I just take a little dab of hot glue and sit it down, and a little dab of hot glue and sit it down. And all right, so there, and you know that hot glue, it sets really fast, so that's already set. Okay, then I take the next 2 and I sit them in place, and I don't put the glue in the middle here, because if you do, it's gonna fall right here and that won't stick. So what I do is I just put a little dab of glue on. You can either do it on one side or you can do it on both sides. And then just sit it down. And you can do it on one side or you can do it on both sides. Just don't put it down the middle, okay? All right. And level 2 is set. And then you're going to put your last present on top. This is an oldie but goodie, guys. Yeah, this is an oldie but goodie. All right. See, that's already cute. Now, the next thing that we're going to do, I told you we need ribbon. And the ribbon, we need 2 pieces. We need 1 piece that's 10 inches long and 1 piece that's 12 inches long. Okay, I've already cut mine. 1 10 and 1 12, okay? All right, I start with my 10-inch piece. You got those strings from the hot glue. That's what's dragging stuff around. All right, can you see that? Yeah. All right, then you're just gonna place it in the middle. Okay, and then just kind of test where you want the ribbon to end on the top of your presents. And then you're just gonna put 1 little dab of hot glue there and put your ribbon there. Yep. And it sets almost instantly. And then you're going to put another dab on top of that. I hope you guys can, I'm staying in the frame. And then pull that over. Okay. And that's what you got so far. Okay. And then you want to take your 12-inch piece and do basically the same thing. Okay, you're gonna pull up your ribbon to the position that you want it in, and then you're gonna put a little dab of hot glue and put it in place. Okay. And then you're gonna pull. And I like leaving a little tail there. When I cut my ribbons, I cut them at an angle. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, I cut them at an angle. All right, we're gonna put another little dab of hot glue there. And she's set. Look at that. That's cute already, I'm telling you. All right, the only thing, let's see. Did I take out a, let's see, hold on. I thought I had took out a gold bow, but I guess I didn't. Or it got lost in the sauce somewhere. So I'm just going to pick this red one's on top. That looks good, all right. Just pick whatever color looks good to you. And normally what I do, and it's just a me thing, whatever color I put on the bottom, on the Kit Kat, I usually make that my bow. You see, I did the blue and a blue, and here I had the pink paper, so I did a pink bow. But it does not have to be like that, as you are going to see, because I'm getting ready to put a red bow. And these bows, I didn't look for them this year because I didn't need them, but I got them from Walmart. That's where I was getting them. So you can check Walmart and see if they have them. And these things, because I'm talking and whatnot, it's taking me a little longer, but you can put out a bunch of these in no time. Yeah. And I always kind of cut some of that that backing off, because depending on what angle you're looking at the project, you might see some of that white, and I don't want that to be showing. So I always kind of cut it down. And you're just gonna put a little dab of hot glue there and sit it on top. And that's cute all by itself. I mean, you could stop right there and it would make a great gift. I mean, the person has a Kit Kat and it has 6 pieces of chocolate. That would be perfect, just like that. But we don't stop there. So these ornaments, you're gonna need 2 of those for each one. And what you're gonna do is you're going to, you see what you're doing? You're making a sleigh. So you're just gonna, wait a minute, I need to stretch the cord on my hot glue gun a little bit. Okay. All right, you're just gonna put a little glue along the top, not all the way to the back, because you're gonna have some sticking out, okay? And you're just going to set that on either side of the ribbon to create your sleigh. And of course it sets fast. Let's see, I want to sit something under here, so I'll put my scissors there to kind of keep it propped up while I get the second one ready. And all I'm doing is putting a little bit of glue on the top. Okay. And then we're gonna set it, and you want to kind of try to make sure that you got them even on either side of that center piece of that center ribbon. Is where you're gonna put your candy canes. All right, and just like everything else, it sets pretty fast. Okay. All right, guys, that's it. Now, how easy and how cute is that? And if you're selling these, I recommend that as a display, you just put together a Kit Kat with the 6 chocolate miniatures, and even put the ribbon and the bow without wrapping it, just so you can show your customers what's inside. Okay, that way they get to actually see that it's a Kit Kat and the Hershey miniatures, and you don't have to say it over and over and over and over again. They can see what's in there. Okay. All right, guys, that is our project for today, and that went really quick. And let me, I'm gonna just pull out the other 2 so you can see Let's see. Okay. All this gorgeousness. All right, guys. Make you some candy cane sleighs. Make them as gifts. Make them to sell. Yep. All right, guys. That's our project for today. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.